To go from the Hard Rock Riviera in Cancun, third ever matchup between NC State and Michigan State. Let's get to the starting five. We'll start with Sioux's emergence. Green and white, Michigan State Spartans out of the Big Ten. The backcourt, they will start at the point. Taryn McCutcheon, 5'5" junior from East Lansing, 12 points a game. Also in the backcourt is the only freshman in the starting five for Michigan State, Nia Clouden, 5'8", out of Owings Mills, Maryland, averaging 12 points a game through her first 3 collegiate games, 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year from the state of Maryland. Shea Colley, redshirt junior from Ontario, stands 5'9", second leading scorer on the Spartans at 14 a game. And then across the front line, Victoria Gaines, 6'1", redshirt junior from Merrillville, Indiana, 7 points, 5 boards, 3 assists. And Jenna Allen in the middle, team's leading scorer at 15 a game, pulls down 8 rebounds. She's the only senior on the entire roster out of Bedford, Indiana, stands 6'4". For NC State, they'll be the road team in the traveling red. White numbers, white nameplates below the numbers on the back. NC State and block letters across the chest of the jerseys, and the white numbers trimmed in black below. For Wes Morris, 4-0, and number 15 ranked NC State Wolfpack, Ace Koenig at the point, 5'9" junior from British Columbia, 14 points a game. Kiara Leslie on the wing, team's leading scorer and rebounder, 14 and 10. Grace Hunter, an electric transfer from UNC Charlotte, averaging 13 a game. And Dee Dee Rogers and Erica Castello on the front line. Tip won by NC State, working right to left. And the pack will open up against a switching man-to-man defense by Michigan State. Leslie draws 2 defenders, gives to Hunter right of the key. Hunter declines the screen from Cassell, dribbles into the right corner, shot clock down 13. Tight, intense defense by the Spartans. Koenig, a 3 left of the circle is missed. Strong side rebound to Colley of Michigan State. Spartans in the home whites and trimmed in green as they play it inside the circle to Allen. Passes up on an 18-footer. NC State should be able to sag off on her on the perimeter. Back opens in a man-to-man. Out front it comes to McCutcheon, kills it, loops it to the right elbow. Allen faces up on Cassell, slides in a bounce pass through traffic. Leslie knocked it away and is stolen underneath by Dee Dee Rogers. Back the other way with Koenig, right to left. Finds the trailer. Dee Dee Rogers head of the circle. Drill rod. Pass into the right corner. Hunter off the bounce. Fires a jumper. Around and off. No good. Rebound Colley of Michigan State. Spartans down the floor. 86 points a game. One of the top numbers in all of NCAA basketball. A drive in by Colley and a hold on Leslie of NC State. And that should send the Spartans to the free throw line. Our officials, Mark Berger, Bill Lawrence, Kayla Maxey. And at the line is Shea Colley. She has made all 6 this year. First of 2 from the right-hander is Shorts. And we are still scoreless, 1:05 yet. NC State has seen the Spartans twice, 10 years ago in the WNIT semifinals in East Lansing. A 1-point loss to Kay Yao and Stephanie Glance's squad. Second free throw also missed. Rebounded Colley, and she gets into the paint and floats with it from about 6 feet away. 2-0 Michigan State. A little light pressure by McCutcheon in the backcourt. Koenig races ahead. Some right-handed dribbles against McCutcheon. Sizes her up. Drives to the right, back in the middle. Now cuts around a screen from Cassell. Loops it to the head of the circle. Rogers dribbles toward the right elbow. Jumps up, throws the sideline in Leslie. 14 to shoot. Leslie against Colley. Across the lane, left-handed shot blocked. Late whistle. Following Michigan State. And it will go on Colley, the redshirt junior from Brampton, Ontario. Transferred into the Spartan program from South Carolina. Now, it's one area that NC State head coach Wes Moore was talking about before the game today. Said we've been very good shooting, as the first free throw is made by Leslie. We've been very good from behind the three-point line, but awful in terms of free throw attempts. So look for NC State to be a little bit more dogged attacking the rim. Leslie delivers the second free throw, books it, and we're tied 2-2. 8:27 to go, opening quarter from Cancun, Mexico. McCutcheon holds her left hip, one to roll. Pass out front to Colley. Slides a bounce pass, high post Allen. Turns. Shoots from 17, missed it. Hunter the rebound. We get a quick whistle. A foul on NC State trying to get after the rebound on either Rogers or Hunter. And it's going on the 6'1 senior Dee Dee Rogers of NC State. She heard the whistle, looked at the official and said, "What did I do?" Second pack foul. Spartans will throw in. Clouden off the baseline into the corner, and McCutcheon takes a screen, rises for 3 off the heel. Long rebound tipped by Hunter right into the Spartans' hands, and a 4-footer inside the paint, knocked down by Clouden. And it's 4-2 Michigan State. Koenig will jog it over the timeline, past the Cancun Challenge logo, angles to the right against McCutcheon. And repels back out near midcourt. Fires to the high post. Batted away by Michigan State's Gaines, but right back to Koenig. Now Hunter enters outside the paint. Cassell, couple of dribbles to her right. Faking, pivoting, turns and shoots and scores from 5 feet away. Decent bucket by Cassell in the lane, and we're tied 4-4. Michigan State ball, 7:33 to play, opening quarter. A lob out front to McCutcheon. The 5'5" junior guard. Allen again to the high post. Hands off to Gaines, and she shuffled the feet. Turnover at Michigan State. Second by the Spartans in this opening quarter. So it's a 4-4 game. Pack looking for its first lead. George Washington on tap tomorrow. Pass to Leslie off the fingertips of Colley. Leslie grabbed it to the hash. Now Rodgers outside right looking in. Puts it on the deck against Gaines. Cross court, Koenig rises for three. Swish. Koenig knocks down her 17th three-pointer of the year. She's number 6 in all of Division I women's basketball. And NC State with its first lead, 7-4. Bounce pass high left. This is Gaines straddling the three-point line. Cross-court Cloud, the freshman, gets to the top of the circle. Launches from 18. No. Long rebound. Rodgers out-battles her teammate Leslie for it. And Leslie gets into the hands of Koenig, who's being dogged by McCutcheon defensively. Rodgers head of the circle, looking left, passes right. Hunter, up fake, slides into bounce, deep position, Cassell, and she got help. That'll be Jenna Allen's first foul for Michigan State. Now to shooting, Pack will throw in with a 7-4 lead. Pack throws in down deep. Leslie made a cut, blew the layup off the left post though. And Gaines, the rebound for Michigan State. They're out and running, driving in, and the scoop layup is good by Colley in transition off of a missed layup at the other end. 7-6 NC State. Hunter to Rodgers low right, backing in, wheeling on the baseline, and she got stopped as well. It'll be a foul on Michigan State's Victoria Gaines. 3 fouls on the Spartans, first on Gaines. Officials signaling it is a non-shooting foul. So Pack will throw in with Koenig right underneath, looking for Hunter off a curl, takes it, right of the lane jumper from 15, no. Rebound into the hands of Jenna Allen, covers it up, and quickly outlets to Cowie, driving in on Hunter, scoops up with some English, left the layup short, good challenge though by Hunter. Rebound NC State. Boy, she is quick down the floor, beating the Pack down there twice. Koenig, right sideline, holds to McCutcheon, to Cassell at the top. Looking, then feeds a pass through traffic, and Leslie got bumped by 2 defenders. That was a low percentage pass, though, by Cassell, but fortunately, a bailout foul. And the foul goes on Colley, and that's a big one for the Spartans. That's 2 on their lightning-quick guard from Ontario. So she will check out for Michigan State, 2 fouls. And Michigan State will sub in Ardrika Cook, a redshirt sophomore from Muskegon, Michigan. Koenig's inbounds pass is knocked down right on the baseline by McCutcheon. She'll steal. Field Allen, who tosses down the paint, and the layup is good from Clouden. And the Spartans 3 times now have beaten NC State down the floor. Big mistake on the inbounds by Koenig. And Michigan State back on top 8-7. Leslie attacking Cook in the right baseline. Throws out to Hunter. Moving to the foul line. Drives in and lays it in with the right hand. Nice move by Grace Hunter. Her first points, and back and forth we go in the opening quarter. 9-8 NC State. Allen, deep position, little turnaround hook shot good over Cassell. And Michigan State back on top. We seesaw again, 10-9 Spartans. Koenig finds Rodgers, head of the key. Over to Koenig on the right, and down the right sideline, Leslie. Quick step pass, Cook drives in, got to the rim and laid it in. Kiara Leslie, 4 early points for NC State, and it's 11-10 Wolfpack. Pass to the inside and driving down the paint. Gaines took the pass from Allen. They are positioning her all over the court. High post several times on the block once, and kind of used her on the other block and found the cutter Gaines down the paint. 12-11 Michigan State. NC State basketball. Hunter right wing dribble drive. Stopped by 2 defenders. Lost it out of bounds. It stays with NC State. When we come back, first media timeout of the opening quarter. 12-11 Michigan State on top of the Wolfpack. 4:39 to go in the first on the Wolfpack Sports Network. A quick start by Michigan State, especially shooting from the floor, 6 out of 10. And they hold a 1-point lead on NC State, but the concern for Susie Merchant early is 2 quick fouls on her redshirt junior point guard, Shea Colley. She sat out about 45 seconds ago, but 3 times Colley had beaten the Wolfpack down the floor. NC State will throw in pass to Koenig, baseline jumper buried for 16 feet. 13-12, Wolfpack leading, and a double dribble on Cloud and the freshman as she walked over to the timeline. Turnover, Michigan State. They have 3, NC State with 2, and the Pack will throw in right at midcourt. And Kayla Jones on the floor for the first time for the Wolfpack. Dee Rogers, Erica Cassell are off the floor, and Elisa Canane is also on the floor. Leslie leaves a 3 short on the right wing. Jones, the offensive rebound, weaving through at the bounce and sets up a second crack for NC State. 1-point lead, Leslie, crossover, down the left side of the paint, stops, throws up top. This is Hunter. Hunter on the neck with the right, kills it. Over to Jones, wide open from 3, drives across on Allen, jump pass out to Leslie outside left, 13 to shoot, moves in, 16-footer short front rim, and the rebound one arm by McCutcheon. And here come the Spartans down the floor. No look pass to Clouden, driving in the short corner, throws back outside to McCutcheon, and she'll reel it back out against Koenig of NC State. 13-12 Wolfpack. Pass high left, Allen turns, faces, shoots over Canane, a little bit long, and Jones the rebound for the Wolfpack. Snaps it ahead to Koenig, over the timeline, finds Hunter drifting, inside he goes to Canane, got around the defender, throws opposite, Leslie open 3, bang! A good look by Canane, who did have inside position on Sydney Cooks, but she was a little bit too deep, and then Canane just got thrown away, but the foul goes on Michigan State. Canane basically got elbowed out of there by the big post. Jenna Allen would have been her second foul, but Canane gets whistled instead. And Allen has probably 35 pounds on Canane. Canane at 6'5", Allen at 6'4", but certainly a lot of extra upper body strength in favor of the Spartan. And Canane got tossed 5 or 6 feet. Wes Moore disputed the call. So it's the first foul on Canane. Michigan State will throw in with Clouden, baseline right. Quickly, and he comes to Cooks. Turnaround jumper over Jones is no good. Strong side rebound, Hunter. Back with a 4-point lead. A pass out near midcourt, and neither Leslie nor Koenig were looking for it. And it was an unnecessary pass by Grace Hunter. She's getting an earful from Wes Moore. Turnover, Pack leading by 4. 5 straight points by NC State. Clouden now works the point for Michigan State with Kahlo in the bench with 2 fouls. She'll pick up at the point, find Cooks behind the right elbow. Cooks played tightly by Jones. Cross-court Clouden, Hunter's on her. Hunter was under a screen, dribble drive. Cooks across the paint, the short shot. Oh, hit the front of the rim twice and fell off, no good. Rebound Hunter. Now she'll dribble it ahead, no pass this time. She'll weave in, pivot at the left elbow, whip a pass to the corner. Jones faked the 3, almost slipped the pivot foot. Now she'll drive in, go opposite, and scoop it in with the left hand. Beautiful finish by Kayla Jones, the sophomore. And NC State has scored 7 in a row, and it's an 18-12 Wolfpack lead. Allen in against Canane, backing up. Throws to the sideline and Cook spins, got to the side of the rim, missed a shot, rebound NC State. And now Leslie veering down the floor, bounce pass to Hunter, right in the lane jumper, yes! It's 9 straight for the Pack, and a timeout by Susie Merchant. Well, despite some sloppiness with the basketball and some passes, NC State shooting, one of the top shooting teams in the country, 18th coming in. They've been going to hit on all cylinders. Michigan State timeout, 2:20 remaining opening quarter. It's the Wolfpack 20, Michigan State 12. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. Wolfpack staff trying to get confirmation from the officials on if it's a full or a 30, and it's just a 30. So we will keep it here. NC State now shooting 53% on 8 of 15. And coming into the game, NC State is a team shooting 50% for the year. This is one of the best shooting NC State teams we've seen in years. Now, is it a 4-game small sample, or can we expect this over the course of the year for NC State? This is going to be one of the biggest tests the Wolfpack has faced all year. So Michigan State out of the timeout, down by 8. They have surrendered the last 9. And again, they're stabilizing point guard Colley on the bench with 2 fouls. And here is Clouden. Stutter step move in the right wing. Feeds McCutcheon. 3 on the way. In and out, no. Hunter the rebound for the Pack. And NC State looking down the floor. Jones takes the pass from Hunter and just couldn't have the angle to unload the shot. So dribble back outside the arc and go to the right sideline. Leslie dumps it in. Canade backing in, and she traveled. Tried to get some contact against Jenna Allen, who just kind of gave her enough ground to get in deeper and deeper. And then Canade, a wild shot, but a travel preceded. Michigan State ball. Clouden jogs it up against no pressure. NC State in a man-to-man. Sydney Cooks passes left side to Nia Holly, who's on the floor. Holly got to the edge of the paint, pivoted, and she traveled. And Kai Crutchfield on the floor for NC State, replacing Leslie, forced a turnover. And Michigan State beginning to implode. 1:39 to go, opening quarter. 20-12, Wolfpack leading by 8. Hunter at the point, ball fake, dribbles right, now inside the arc, he'll fire from 18, short, rebound tipped into the sideline, and it is last touch by whom? It is last touch by Michigan State. Crutchfield wisely let it go, and the Pack will throw in front of the green and white bench of Michigan State, and 12th year head coach for the Spartans, Susie Merchant. Pack will throw in with Hunter, out to Crutchfield, with now Koenig settling up on the left sideline, so Crutchfield will work the offense for NC State. Dribbles left, and Koenig trying to post up on the inside against McCutcheon. Pass trying to get into her on the baseline, tipped away. 19 to shoot, and NC State will throw in. Gaines back on the floor for Michigan State, and checking out is Allen with one foul. 20-12, we'll pack up by 8. Crutchfield leans over the basketball, looking to throw in. No look to Koenig, right corner. Up the sideline against McCutcheon. Now Hunter dumps it inside to Canane. She'll feed to Crutchfield wide right. Slides in a bounce pass back to Canane. Rolling shot with the left off glass and scores. First points for the freshman Canane in a 10-point Wolfpack lead. 22-12 with a minute to play in the first. Holly, bounce pass to the high post. Cooks pivoting, working in on Jones, down to the block, throws into the corner. Holly returns it inside for Cooks. She'll throw to the point, leaping catch Golden, drives in, shot high off the glass, no. Hunter battling for the rebound, and she got fouled on both sides by both Clouden and Cooks. And NC State up by 10. Will have possession. Actually, take it back, Michigan State's over the limit. So the foul goes on Cooks, her first. And at the free throw line for the Pack, Grace Hunter. 13 points, 4.5 rebounds, and about 3.5 assists through Hunter's first 4 games in an NC State uniform. Misses the free throw. And what a shot in the arm she has been offensively for the Pack. She transferred in from UNC Charlotte, practiced with the team all last year, was not eligible to make her NC State debut until the season opener against Belmont. Makes the back end. 5 first quarter points for Hunter. NC State has scored 12 in a row and leads Michigan State 23-12. About a 10-second spread, shot to game clock. Holly at the right elbow, kicks out top, Cooks for 3, off the heel, rebound strong side, Hunter grabs in front of Canane, and NC State can effectively hold for the last shot. Pack trailed 12-11, and they have now ripped off 12 straight points over the last 4:39. Hunter leans over, low crossover above the hash, far side, guarded by Clouden. Game clock down to 10. Now Hunter almost wants a clear out. It's a 1-4 flat. Hunter into the key. A one-legged shot. Yes! Swished it home as the defender fell down. 1 second left. McCutcheon from 70. All air. What a finish for the Pack. The bucket by Hunter on the clear out. 14 straight to wrap up the opening quarter from a 1-point deficit to a 13-point lead. Done with one from Cancun. Best start of any game this year for the 15th ranked Pack. NC State 25, Michigan State 12. You're listening to the Wolfpack Sports Network. 25-12, NC State leads. Second quarter underway from Cancun. Allen dribble handoff to McCutcheon, who knocks down a 16-footer inside the circle. And that will end a 14-point run for the Pack that closed out the opening quarter. 25-14 NC State. Koenig dumps it inside. Canane wheeling, locates Crutchfield. Left corner, three on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Loose ball rebound, hiked through Caleb Jones's legs and right into the hands of Clouden. And Clouden attacking 1-on-4, ran right through Koenig, and an offensive foul on the Michigan State freshman. And that was a poor choice by Clouden. Colley is back on the floor for Michigan State with 2 fouls, but Clouden is going recklessly. Didn't really recognize the fact that 4 red shirts were just buried and planted in the paint. She ran through one of them, at least one. Koenig takes the charge. Wolfpack ball up by 11. Leslie back on the floor, got it to Koenig. Now Leslie cuts in, took the pass, but traveled as she attacked the rim from the right. So NC State back-to-back turnovers to begin this second quarter. Back in the opening quarter, shot 56%. 10 of 18, out-rebounded Michigan State by 6. And held one of the most prolific offenses to 12 points the first 10 minutes. Handoff, Colley drives in, throws into the corner, gains for 3, a bad miss. Easy air ball rebound by Canane. Out to Leslie, Leslie attacking, and did that ball slip out of her hands? I hope, no. That pass, looking for Koenig on the left baseline, is slipped right off the fingertips of Leslie and sailed about into the 5th row. 3 turnovers now by NC State to begin the second quarter. Back with an 11-point lead, 25-14. McCutcheon, right hash. Allows it out front to Colley. Will only be playing very carefully for the Spartans with 2 fouls. Handoff by Allen. Colley spots up, steps into a 3, and books it. 7 points for Colley, averages 14, and it's now an 8-point NC State lead. Crutchfield, Jones, Leslie, Canane, and Koenig on the floor for NC State. And Koenig, left baseline drive, jab step, fade away, yes, from Koenig. 14-footer on the baseline, back by 10, 27-17. Colley quickly bowls into the paint and got tripped. And it'll be a shooting foul for Michigan State's Colley. He's a little slow to get up. And she went in, accidentally tripped. I'm not sure if her face or shoulders hit the restricted area, but she's still on her knees and just now getting to her feet. Foul goes on Kayla Jones of NC State, number 1. 27-17, Wolfpack leading. So Colley, for the Canadian national team, traveled overseas in the FIBA basketball championships in the summertime, knocks down the first. And Colley now has 8 points for Michigan State. Clouden, meanwhile, departs as Adrika Cook, the redshirt sophomore, comes back in. 8 points, 5 rebounds a game for Cook over her first 3 games this year. Second free throw by the right-handed Colley is good. So Colley's come back onto the floor, played cautiously, and scored 5 quick points for the Spartans, who trail by 8, 27-19 NC State. Jones, head of the circle, finds Koenig, catch and release. A 3, missed it. And the ball rebound into the far corner. Colley retrieves, and here come the Spartans looking to run. Down by 8. Colley spins in a bounce pass, and as she did, a quick whistle, and a foul goes on Canane, trying to force Allen a bit outside the paint. Number 2 on Canane. And Canane will check out. Erica Cassell back in for NC State. Spartans will throw in with McCutcheon on the right baseline. Looking low and not there. Lobs up the sideline to Gaines. And Gaines one dribble with the left, now to Colley. And Colley will run the show. Leans over the bounce, attacking on Leslie, hesitates to the key, pitches right corner on the dribble drive. Cook across with a left shot, blocked away by Leslie. Loose ball, Leslie took a shot in the nose as well. Crutchfield the other way, down the paint, attacks, shot with finesse is missed. Rebound batted right back to Crutchfield. She'll get the return pass, faking on the defender Cook, and then Cook kicked away an entry pass from Crutchfield, and Leslie still feeling around her nose. Her eyes are squinting a little bit. She took a shot after she blocked that Michigan State shot. Pack will throw in with 24 to shoot. Into Koenig, left of the circle, 3 on the way, in and out, no. And the rebound grabbed by Allen. Hands off Colley, over the timeline, 2 on 4. Colley hesitates, finds Allen the trailer, and right back to Colley. Michigan State ball, trailing 27-19 with 7:08 left in the opening half. McCutcheon Plays to the high post and gains 18 feet out. Allen a touch, head of the circle. Koenig trying to face guard McCutcheon, who drives, throws it back out of midcourt. Saved by Allen with 6 to shoot. Now Colley needs to improvise. She'll step into a 24-footer and nail it. Shot clock down to 4. Colley knocks down another long jumper, and the Spartans are right back in it. 27-22 NC State. So Spartans on a 10-2 run. Crutchfield gets it to Jones to the right elbow. Drills back above the key. Got it to Koenig. Leans into a 3 and counters. Koenig matching Colley's 3. And that's Koenig's second of the half. She has 10. Back to an 8-point lead, 30-22. 6:20 for the half. Cook up high to Colley. Colley bounce pass again to the high post. Allen pivoting forward. Hands off to Cook. And Cook looking right. Pass to Colley. Inside Allen in the lane. Moving left. Turns right. Puts up a shot. Rimming. Good. And got fouled. The fortuitous bounce for the Michigan State post. The foul on the reach on Crutchfield. And Jenna Allen with 4. And now Michigan State beginning to find its bearings offensively. Crutchfield out. Hunter in. And Jenna Allen, the only senior on this entire Michigan State team, is on the floor. Playing in her 101st game as a Spartan. 30-24 Wolfpack, 30-25 on the made free throw by Allen. And now no pressure by Michigan State, but McCutcheon is going to greet Koenig right at the half-court line. And Koenig good on the handles, behind the back bounce, McCutcheon chasing. Lob pass to the point, and Jones thinks about a 3. She'll take it now. Bad miss. Short left. And the rebound tipped around, and a loose ball foul on NC State. And it's going to go against Cassell. And now the fouls on the Pack piling up in the second quarter. They now have 4, and the Spartans will be shooting free throws the rest of this half after the inbound. Spartan ball down by 5. Biggest lead for the Pack has been 13. Here's Gaines to the high post, throws underneath. The grab made by Cook, missed the shot, got her own miss and scores. Took that pass about 2 feet away from the rim. Defender was behind her, missed the shot, and got the miss and backed it home. 30-27 Wolfpack. Leslie against Cook. Working up top. Couple of crossovers, left the lane. Jab step, fade away by Leslie is missed. Tough shot. Cassell chases down the rebound left corner. Back to Leslie. She'll penetrate hard. Push a bounce past the corner. And a whistle blown. Foul on the Spartans. Leslie got bumped off of the play, and Madrika Cook collects the foul for Michigan State. We've seen that similar shot. One was made by Koenig on the baseline on that hard jab step 4 and the fadeaway. Leslie tried to replicate that. Michigan State right now is forcing NC State into some mistakes with the basketball and passing and some low percentage shots as they've clawed right back into this game. Pack will throw in, gets it to Cassell, and out to Hunter at the right hash. Hunter finds Koenig, tightly played by McCutcheon. Back to the points and Hunter. Dribbles with the left, cautiously. Flips it off to Leslie. Leslie kills it, throws edge of the paint. Cassell faces up, 10-footer on the way. Swished over Cooks. And Erica Cassell with 4 points, and Michigan State nearly threw it away down the floor. Colley saves on the sideline, got underneath, hooks a pass to the left elbow. 15-footer on the way, yes. Victoria Gaines. Well, credit Colley for saving that possession. That long diagonal pass into the front court was heading to the expensive seats, but she saved and turned it into a bucket. 32-29, Wolfpack by 3. Leslie sweeps around to the right side, cuts back foul line, throws to Hunter on the ball reversal. Hunter up fake, held the pivot foot. Out high Leslie, 11 to shoot. Tries to turn the corner, got a screen, puts up a hard bank shot, no from short range. Colley the board. A 3 would tie it for the Spartans. Colley flips to McCutcheon on the sideline. Here is a 3, and there is a tie as Taryn McCutcheon knocks down a 3, and the Spartans have roared back from 13 down to tie. 32-32, the Spartans, a 13-point run of the Pack in the last 6 minutes. And we get a travel by Kayla Jones up top. And a turnover by NC State, and an immediate timeout from Cancun. Momentum, wearing green and white. 3:54 to go first half. NC State 32, Michigan State 32 on the Wolfpack Sports Network. Back inside the Hard Rock Riviera Maya Ballroom in Cancun, Mexico. Opening round action, 2018 Cancun Challenge. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You're listening to the Wolfpack Sports Network. A 14-point push guided NC State to the end of the first quarter, leading by 13 points. But now the Spartans have turned the tables. They outscore the Pack 20-7 to tie things up. And with 3:43 to go in the first half, it's Michigan State ball off of another NC State turnover. Spartans out the left sideline. Long jumper by Holly is missed, and Grace Hunter, the unmolested rebound in front of the rim. Hunter, Koenig, Cassell, Rogers, and Leslie, the five on the floor for the red and white Pack in the traveling unis. Leslie left of the circle three, yes, on the dish from Koenig. Second in the game by Leslie, she has 10, and the Pack reclaims the lead 35-32. Meanwhile, Clouden, the freshman, back on the floor. Collier remains out there for Michigan State, takes the pass, three right of the line, nearly banked it in, followed her own miss, got the rim, missed the left-handed layup though. NC State ball. Leslie, wide left, takes another pass from Koenig. That three way short. Rebound Michigan State, Sydney Cooks. And here comes Collie down the floor. Long left side pass to Holly. Bowling into the paint. Challenge out of a Rodgers, missed it. Nearly went over the back, and Rodgers the rebound. And NC State has it up by 3. 2:40 to go in the first half. Open pass gets to Hunter. Open three is buried. Back-to-back threes by Leslie and Hunter in the last three possessions for the Pack. And it's 38-32, NC State. Susie Merchant at the sideline for the Spartans, whistles to get the attention of her players and calls out the play. And here's Clouden, high stepping, angling right to left. Westmore wanted to carry on the freshman. Gaines jumps inside, volleyball right back to Gaines by Rogers. Now they play it around the perimeter. Clouden to the top of the 8 to shoot. Now to the right side, Collie. Collie wants a screen. She has it left, she'll take it, turn the corner. Leslie sticks with her, forces her to pass it off, and a three made with 1 on the shot clock by Clouden on the pass from Collie from the foul line. It's 38-35, NC State by 3. And Koenig will walk it into the half court, waiting for Cassell, who for the second time in the game stepped out of her red Adidas shoe. Here's Grace Hunter, hesitation through the key, right to left, and digging after it as Collie almost knocked it away. 11 to shoot. Rogers over to Koenig, right hash. Koenig guarded by Clouden, sizes her up, takes a screen in the middle, throws back to the rolling Cassell, throws down low. Hunter got in the rim, took the pass, and she scores from 2 feet away with 1 on the shot clock. Nice look by Cassell. Wolfpack lead by 5, and a whistle before the entry pass. This will be a foul on NC State's Cassell. And the Wolfpack over the limit with 1:19 to play in the half. Number 2 on Cassell. Canane is on the bench already for NC State with 2 fouls. We have not seen Jada Rice. And Michigan State with Sydney Cooks, the 6'4 sophomore from St. Joseph's High in Kenosha, Wisconsin, to the free throw line, has yet to score. Stands about 1.5 feet behind the free throw line as she rattles in the first. Cooks, one of the top freshmen in terms of assists last year, and also in points in the Big Ten. Averaged 9.5 points, 4.5 rebounds last year for Michigan State. And now Cooks will reset. The horn inadvertently went off, but Allen is ready to come in for the shooter, and that disrupted Cooks' concentration. So one more free throw coming for Cooks. 40-36 NC State. She's tighter against that black free throw stripe this time, and is long with a free throw. Gains the offensive rebound, throws to McCutcheon, fakes a deep three, drives in past Leslie, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound battle for on the right baseline, grabbed by Leslie. Swerves around Cooks, and down the floor, spots Koenig, catch and shoot, long jumper, front rim no. Rebound Michigan State's and Sydney Cooks. And here come the Spartans down by 4. Into the open floor, Clouden finds McCutcheon, deep three, front rim, no good. Rogers the rebound for the Wolfpack. NC State with 53 seconds to go in the half, leading by 4. Rodgers found position low right, took the pass, bounced past the elbow, and Cassell knocks down another jumper. Erica Cassell in a game where NC State needs her with Canane in foul trouble. 3 out of 3 in the half, and it's a 6-point lead for the Pack. 12-second disparity shot in the game clock. Michigan State ball. Gaines to Cooks, fakes a three. Now Clouden left in the line. Holding, finds McCutcheon, shadowed by Koenig. Cooks up high, fakes, moves in, past the sideline. Gaines, errant miss for three, air ball. And the shot clock off. NC State has it, +6, as Leslie walks it across the half-court line. And Westmore wants to clear out for Leslie. Leslie guarded up top by Cook. Crossover to the right elbow, spins to the middle, short shot with the right hand, no. Michigan State the rebound, and McCutcheon a 55-footer, no good. And we are at the end of the first half. Game of runs, 14 straight for the Pack to get to the end of the first quarter. Michigan State roared back to tie, but never could wrest the lead away from NC State. And the Pack finishes up by 6, 42-36. Wolfpack leading Michigan State. We'll come back to the Hard Rock Riviera Maya after these words on the Wolfpack Sports Network. The Pack will have possession to begin the third quarter, working left to right. It'll be Cassell, Rogers, Hunter, Koenig, and Leslie, the original 5 starters for the Pack. Meanwhile, it's going to be Clouden and McCutcheon for Michigan State. Shea Colley with those 2 fouls, Allen and Gaines. NC State against a man-to-man. McCutcheon again chasing Koenig, who passes outside left to Grace Hunter. Dribbles laterally to her right, reverses to Rogers. Rogers holding, 20 feet away. Couple of dribbles with the right, picks up and finds Hunter with 13 to shoot. Hunter out front, guarded by the freshman Clouden. Sizes her up between the legs, into the circle, passes left. Leslie for 3, front rim no, and the rebound to Allen of Michigan State. Spartans ball, down by 6, half minute gone by third quarter. Clouden off the right side, kills it. Bounce to Gaines outside the paint. Dribbles against Rodgers, twisting in, forced a shot, side of the glass, no. Got her own miss, shoots over a double team. That's stuffed down. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by NC State. Working hard, Gaines on the inside. Got her own shot off the side of the glass, deflect right back to her, and then Rodgers came over to help out defensively. 14 to shoot for Michigan State, and the Spartans will throw in down by 6. And it will be Clouden, who had 7 points in the opening half, as one of the officials actually wiping off the basketball that might have spilled a drink. No towels evidently here in Cancun. They're all at the pool. Pass comes in, McCutcheon into the corner, Clouden. Ball fake, and a Clouden up top with 9 to shoot. Clouden between the legs against Hunter, lost her, moves to the right, lean-in jumper short from 9, rebound Grace Hunter. NC State the other way, long pass, looking for Leslie. Too far in advance of her, Grace Hunter turns it over. Seen a couple of those in this game from Hunter. Leslie did have a step and a half on the defender, but the pass didn't connect. Michigan State ball, down by 6. Clouden as Gaines slipped to the elbow on some perspiration evidently. Colley lobs it into Allen, low left. Backing in on Cassell, the rolling right-handed hook is missed. Hunter the rebound. And here comes NC State down the floor. Hunter drills down the right side, leaves the bounce for Koenig. Around a Cassell screen, hesitates to the left elbow. Short pass sideline left, Leslie. Leslie loops it in, Cassell backing in. Turnaround, fade away from 7, in and out and back in. Erica Cassell still has not missed. 4 out of 4 from the floor. The Pack leads by 8, 44-36. Colley, quick crossover, and Leslie beat her. Rodgers challenges it, commits the foul underneath. There's a good move, faking Leslie toward the foul line, and then a hard cut by Colley, and Rodgers slided over late. Number 2 on Rodgers, shooting foul for Shea Colley. Preseason Big Ten selection, averaged 12 a game last year, 4 assists for the Spartans. Knocks down the first free throw. Michigan State 16 times to the NCAA tournament. Not last year, they reached the third round of the postseason WNIT, but they made the NCAAs under Susie Merchant in 2017. Second free throw, not good. So Colley now leads everybody with 14 points. Michigan State within 6. Koenig commanding the offense for the Pack. Again, tightly played by McCutcheon. Feels like she can beat her on the dribble. Gets to the short corner, misses the 12-footer. Rebound Michigan State. And here comes McCutcheon. Koenig on her right hip. McCutcheon drives in, scoops the left. No. Koenig the rebound. Numbers for the Pack the other way. Hunter the other way. 2-on-2. High stepping. Crossover into the paint from the right. Puts up a runner with the right hand. No. Cassell knocks the rebound to herself and keeps it alive. She'll spot up a 3 from Cassell. A little bit short. Her first field goal missed of the game. Michigan State ball down by 6. Colley locates McCutcheon. Spot up 3. Got it. Taryn McCutcheon leading the Spartans this year in three-point makes. 2 today gives her 11. And Michigan State makes it a one-possession game. 44-41 Wolfpack. Koenig darts right around his screen, settles into the sideline, throws up top Leslie. A grab and go. Colley got hung up. Scoop with the right hand around and off. No good. Leslie got her own miss. Reverse layup. That is too strong. And the rebound to Cooks of Michigan State. Clouden snaps it ahead of Colley on the right baseline. She slipped and fell. The ball loose in the near corner. Fumbled out of bounds. Last touch by Leslie. We've seen 2 Spartans go down almost untouched to me. Once at the elbow, and that time a hard foul, or a hard fall anyway, in the right block area. And the ball kid comes out again with a towel, wiping something up, and the officials are examining the floor. Now again, keep in mind, this is not ordinarily a basketball court. It's a ballroom area, a convention center. And now they feel like the The court is safe to continue. Michigan State ball, 20 to shoot. A steal ahead of the circle by Koenig. Took the pass away from McCutcheon. Threaded one ahead to Hunter. Beats the defense. Right-handed layup is good by Grace Hunter. Koenig the steal and the assist to the pack up by 5. 46-41, 6:44 left third quarter. Ia Clouden hesitates between the circles, roams to the right on Hunter, takes the screen, gets to the top of the lane, pushes a bounce pass to Colley. Colley bounce back to Cloud. Cloud trying to chase it down, can't do it. Above the hash, far sideline, unforced turnover, Michigan State. Wolfpack ball just outside of half court, leading by 5. And Westmore, no subs yet in this third quarter for NC State. Koenig over the half-court line. Pass down the right sideline. Leslie guarded by Colley. Curls around, down the paint. Kick to the sideline. Rodgers for 3, way short. Hunter the offensive rebound mid-paints and backs it out for the pack. Hunter back to Rodgers. Rodgers gives it up to Hunter out front. Hunter dribbles Koenig's way, fakes a handoff, keeps it alive on the sideline. 17 to shoot. Wolfpack ball up 5. Hunter again penetrates her pass out front, batted away. Saved by Leslie. Steps into an 18-footer. That's short. And McCutcheon the rebound for Michigan State. Spartan ball down by 5. McCutcheon. Right angle pass. A travel no call. Three-pointer is missed by Cooks on the sideline. Battle for the rebound. Won by Hunter of NC State. And things getting a little bit sloppy now as we've had some freewheeling play without a whistle. Dee Rodgers. Out front to Leslie, 29 feet away. Wipes the right hand on her hip and hands off to Koenig. Koenig on the end of the Cancun Challenge logo out front. Rodgers loops one over to Koenig. Spot up 3 from the wing. Bam! A perfectly placed pass dropped right in the shooting pocket by Rodgers. Koenig knocks down her third 3 of the game. Wolfpack by 8. 5:14 for the third. Driving in Colley. Missing the left-handed layup. Cassell the rebound for NC State. Quick outlet Koenig. Down the floor Leslie. Got past Cooks. Got in the hole. Laid it in. Layup by Leslie. Assist from Cassell. And for the second time in the game, NC State to a double-digit lead on Michigan State. Timeout Spartans. 5:03 for the third. It's NC State 51, Michigan State 41 on the Wolfpack Sports Network.
And you're back.
It's been a bit of a methodical pull away for NC State through this third quarter. It started with NC State's defense. They defended well without fouling, forced some Spartan turnovers, and Michigan State has missed 10 of its last 11 shots. Spartan ball down by 10. They play to Colley high left, guarded by Leslie. Brings it down, whistle away from the ball, and that'll be a foul on NC State. And the second foul on the pack in this quarter. And it goes on Erica Cassell, number 3 on Cassell. And she heads out. Canane back in, and we now have reached a media timeout with 4:52 to play in the third. 51-41, Wolfpack leading Michigan State. This is the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Here we go now.
it in, down by 10. And the Wolfpack on a nice little push thanks to a couple of fast break buckets, a 3 by Ace Koenig. And the Spartans now retreating a bit as McCutcheon shot might have been blocked out of her hand. Shot is missed on the wing, saved though underneath by Cook. And driving in as Collie misses the shot. Allen the rebound underneath and she scores. 2 Wolfpack players are slow to get up. Rodgers and Canane. The bucket by Jenna Allen. She has 7. And it's a 51-43 Wolfpack lead. Cassell on the bench with 3 fouls. She's been a big spark today for the Pack. So it's Leslie, Rodgers, Canane, Hunter, and Koenig on the floor currently for the Pack. A little fumble on a pass by Leslie, never had control. Michigan State asking for a travel. They loop it in low left. Canane got hammered by Allen. And Canane sitting top of the lane, lifted to her feet, and she'll head to the free throw line. It's number 2 on Jenna Allen. First foul on Michigan State in this third quarter. If you're looking for a little history on this Michigan State program, you go back to 2005, made the NCAA title game. Lost under the direction of Joanne P. McCallie, who, as you well know, was the head coach for the Duke Blue Devils. Susie Merchant followed her here to Michigan State after her career began at Saginaw State School in Michigan, and then was head coach at Eastern Michigan as Canane misses the free throw, and we get a foul going on NC State on the missed free throw. I think Wes Moore thought there was a lane violation, perhaps. But a foul charge against NC State. 52-43 foul on Leslie, her second. So the Spartans bring it up the floor. Allen tees up a 3 left of the circle, swirls it around and missed it. Rebound to Leslie of NC State. And she'll come over the timeline, left to right in the red unis, attacking. Loop to Rodgers, quick touch, Hunter. Hunter barrels into the paint, got a tough pass into Canane, low left. Got hung up in the air on the baseline, trying to make a pass to Rodgers, and it was batted out of bounds by Sydney Cooks. Good job by Canane getting her right shoulder out of the way as that pass batted right back to her, almost hit her out of bounds. 18 of the shot clock for the Pack. Koenig will throw in. Looking underneath, bounce pass in deep. Rodgers pivoting, had the shot blocked away by Cooks and recovered by Michigan State. McCutcheon up the floor to Collie, head fake, drives in, a runner across the lane, no good. Offensive rebound by Cook, her shot partially blocked. Loose ball rebound, Rodgers battling for it, and a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on NC State. It'll go on Dee Rodgers. Rodgers active, but never had inside position going after that rebound. Good effort. But Rodgers commits her third foul. Rodgers out, Hunter out. Kayla Jones and Kai Crutchfield return for NC State. So Michigan State will throw in, 4th team foul in the Pack. So the next one sends Michigan State back to the free throw line. Allen to McCutcheon. A touch by Cook. Right angle pass to McCutcheon. Faked out Koenig, launches a 3, then knocks it down right of the key. Koenig sailed by, then an easy little step left by McCutcheon, who buries her third 3 of the game. 52-46 Wolfpack. Cross-court pass left side. Kayla Jones for 3, all air, and it's untouched, out of bounds. Michigan State ball. And we've seen some threes in this third quarter. Taken by Rodgers, taken by Cassell, and that one by Kayla Jones. Unwise by the Pack. 2:55 for the third. Michigan State ball down 6. Pass to high post and Cooks enters in. Allen fumbled, and she was armbarred in the back by Canane. So now 3 fouls Canane, 3 fouls Rodgers, 3 fouls Cassell. Basically all of the post players for NC State. NC State over the limits. Jenna Allen to the free throw line. And Allen, the first of 2 was good. Allen nearly 90% in this young season from the line. Makes it a 5-point game. And one more coming for the senior from Bedford, Indiana. Swishes home the back end. Allen has 9, along with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Wolfpack ball, a 10-point lead, cut to 4. Crutchfield works the point for the Pack. Koenig the 2-guard. Koenig running baseline, still guarded tightly by McCutcheon. They're trying to post up Koenig underneath. Crutchfield outside left. Comes to Canane, lobs it in, high-low pass. No hold on Michigan State. Now that pass from Canane was never going to get to the target. McCutcheon trying to front Koenig, held her. First foul on McCutcheon, second on Michigan State in this quarter. Non-shooting, 2:32 for the third. Crutchfield will throw in. Short bounce pass Jones. Back to Crutchfield. Sideline left, faking, and she traveled. Try to make a move, cutting across. Turnover NC State. And that is number 9. Second turnover in this quarter for NC State. 4-point lead for the Pack, 52-48. McCutcheon over the timeline for Michigan State. It's in the home white, trimmed in green. Long cross court snatched by McCutcheon. Short bounce pass, Allen moving in on Cunane with 3 fouls. Kicks out top to Cooks. Back into Allen. Turnaround shot over Cunane. Rattles good. And here comes Sparty once again. 10-point Pack lead, trimmed to 2. First half, Michigan State trailed by 13. Rally to tie. 2 minutes to play in the third. 52-50. Michigan State, pair of unbeaten from power conferences. Cunane rolling, takes the pass from Koenig, missed his shot, got it back, left-handed layup, no, but got fouled. And Cunane heading to the line for NC State with 1:48 left in the third. And a foul charge against Allen, so that is her third. And a decision for Susie Merchants, 12th year head coach for Michigan State. Do you keep Allen in? Nobody's ready to sub in as Cunane makes the first. Cunane has 4. It has not been easy for Cunane today after her career-high 23-point performance against Radford on Sunday. Second free throw is made, and they will sub Allen off the floor. Victoria Gaines is back in. But you lose some size, you lose some strength and power with Allen to the bench and 3 fouls. 54-50, NC State on top with 1:41 to go in the third. McCutcheon loops it to Gaines, straddling the 3-point line against Jones. Cross court left side McCutcheon. Koenig guarding her, tries to go over his screen. Pull up jumper, foul line missed, and the rebound by NC State's Leslie. 1:27 to go in the third. Pack ball up 4. Jones funnels left side to Koenig. Koenig against McCutcheon, holds wide of a right hip, faking, takes a soft screen, throws back to a rolling Cunane, leans in, banks shot, yes! Foul on Michigan State! The screen roll from Koenig to Cunane. And a lean in short bank shot by Cunane bumps the lead to 6. Foul goes on Gaines, her second. And Cunane to the foul line, the 6'5 freshman knocks down her third straight free throw. 57-50, Wolfpack leading, long down court pass, batted out of bounds into the Spartan bench by Leslie's left hand. And that nearly took the leg of Susie Merchant with it. She is barking at Taryn McCutcheon. Spartans better put 2 big rallies together, but again have never gotten past NC State when they fell down by double digits in the second quarter. Spartan ball up in the air, thrown away by Gaines. He had nowhere to go. Fast break opportunity. Koenig locates Jones on a chest pass, cutting to the right block and scores. A 3-on-1 executed perfectly with a bounce pass and then a threaded chest pass from Koenig to Jones. 59-50 NC State. 44 seconds to go. Colley knocks down a long 2 left of the key. 59-52. 10-second spread, shot in the game clock. Pack ball left to right, up 59-52. Crutchfield cuts through the left elbow and wheels back to the sideline. Out front, hands to Leslie, guarded by Colley. Leslie down the left sideline in front of the NC State bench. 12 to shoot, loops it to the baseline. A battle for the ball, Jones got it, throws out to Koenig. 3 on the way, front rim, no, gains the rebound. And the Spartans have 13 seconds left in the third, down by 7. Colley in the half court, between the legs again. Working ahead on Crutchfield. Attacks her, moving left, hesitates, gets to the lane from the right side, forces up a shot and got fouled with 1/2 second left in the third. And NC State over the limit. Westmore waiting to see against whom the foul is called. And we will see who's it against. It's against Kayla Jones. So a 1/2 second left in the third. Michigan State to the free throw line with Shea Colley. 59-52, Wolfpack leading. First of 2 is good. Colley now with 17 points. At 21 in their win Sunday over Wright State. And one more for Colley on the way. Front rim no good. Rebound Cunane. And that's the end of the third. Pack led by 6 at halftime. They lead by 6 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter on the way from Cancun. It is NC State 59, Michigan State 53. This is the Wolfpack Sports Network. Sleeves and the traditional red and white somewhere across that tropical print that NC State is wearing today. We are ready for the fourth quarter, and Gaines is going to be subbed out for Michigan State. I don't know if there was maybe a substitution issue with Michigan State, but either way, Spartans now will sub in Sidney Cooks instead, and Wes Moore is now talking with one of the officials, and the official is over at the scorer's desk asking about a sub and when it was sent in. Now, there was some other instruction during that changeover at the end of the third quarter with Wes Moore and then Lindsey Edmonds on why the call and the foul was called against Kayla Jones at the end of the third quarter. So NC State, when this fourth quarter does get underway, has Canane with 3 fouls. And then the Pack go with 4 guards. Leslie, Jones, Koenig, and Hunter. And the Spartans will get it in. Down by 6, and here we go. Spartans right to left. And McCutcheon loops to the elbow, and Allen 18 feet out. Cross court it comes. This is Cooks. A long jumper for 3 is missed. And an airborne rebound by Kiara Leslie of NC State. Leslie into the half court behind the back and stops on a dime. Short pass to Canane. Now left side, Grace Hunter nearly carried the ball. Got in the foul line. Lean in jumper, no. Line drive shot. Rebound goes into sideline. Leslie saves behind her back. Hops over a row of seats on the NC State bench, but it was saved to Michigan State. Here's Colley. One hands a pass to Allen. Up fake. Enters in deep to Cook. Pivoting around Canane and backs it home. And Mardrika Cook has 4. Spartans are within 4. 59-55 Wolfpack. Koenig in the half court and a pass to Jones. They loop it over the screen. Back to Koenig. Couldn't get the shot off this time. And we get a foul on Canane. We got tangled up with Cooks. And that's number 4 on Elisa Canane. And off the bench will come Cassell with 3 fouls. So Canane checks out for the Pack. First player on either side to 4 fouls. 8 points, 3 rebounds, and Canane will sit. So the Spartans will bring it up down by 4. McCutcheon attacking Koenig. Angles to the right. Up top it comes to Cooks. So lob inside Allen. Pivoting left. Scoop shot with the left pass. Cassell is missed. Good thing. And the rebound to NC State's Jones. Down the floor quickly. Grace Hunter. Sideline left. Stationary bounce. Now to Koenig out front, who runs the controls for the Wolfpack offense. Koenig, bounce pass. Leslie chases down on the right sideline. Shaking, declines the screen. Tried to turn the corner, got bumped by Colley. And that's number 3 on the Michigan State point guard. But remember, she picked up 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes of the opening quarter. She's played awfully well when she's been out there for Susie Merchant. Non-shooting. Pack will throw in with Hunter. 8:38 for the fourth. Pass funnel around. Leslie up top. Looking inside for Cassell. Koenig comes off the screen. Met with a double team. A pass went inside to Jones. Deflected right to Cassell, who missed the shot. Chasing to the corner. And the ball goes right off of the heel of Cassell. Out of bounds in the right corner to the Spartans. Michigan State ball. Down 4. Length of the floor. Spartans will bring it up with Taryn McCutcheon. Stands only 5'5", but has 3 3-pointers a game and 11 points. Hip high, right-handed bounce against Koenig, who gives her about 8 feet of space. She'll walk in the middle with 15 to shoot. Pass right angle to Colley. Colley cuts across the paint. Tough shot, no off the heel. Offensive foul, Michigan State. So as smartly as Colley has played for about the last 20 minutes, back-to-back fouls in 3 possessions. She's gone from 2 fouls to 4. And that gets the freshman point guard, Nia Clouden, off the bench. And Colley will sit. And Grace Hunter accepting that charge for NC State. That is a big play. So NC State up by 4, 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Sprint dribble handoff to Hunter, and a bounce pass again. Looked like it went off Cassell's foot, and it did. Tough pass to make, though, for Grace Hunter right there, 4 or 5 feet away. And Cassell blitzing down the center of the paint, and Wes Moore is going to yank Hunter to the bench. And she has not made the wisest decisions the last couple of possessions. Kai Crutchfield is in for the Pack. Still a 4-point version for the Pack, 59-55. Cooks goes cross-court, Crutchfield, 3 on the way, is missed by McCutcheon, and the rebound untouched, out of bounds, left sideline, Wolfpack ball. Well, that 3 by McCutcheon, when it left her hand, heart rises into her throat. That's about as wide open as she has been for a 3-point attempt today. Crutchfield brings up for the Pack. An uncomfortable 4-point lead for NC State. And Crutchfield on the floor with Koenig, plays the point, shoves off a pass to Leslie, moving laterally to the point, throw back to Jones, looking to the post, nothing there. She'll fire a 3 and nail it. Kayla Jones, just her 4th 3-pointer of the year. Critical moment, Packed by 7, 62-55. They play to the high post. Cooks faking, got Jones in the air. Now she stomps down outside the paint, misses a runner off glass. Leslie the board. Outlet Crutchfield. Long diagonal pass down the paint. Jones, shot blocked away though by McCutcheon, the 5'5" guard. And here comes Michigan State. McCutcheon on her hand pass to Clouden. 3 on the way. Side of the rim, no. Rebound dug away. A reach in though by Clouden. Looked like she got a lot of ball. And if that 3 goes down to the Michigan State sideline after the block by the smallest player on the court, that might have been the ignition switch for Michigan State. But instead, it was a flat 3-pointer by Clouden. Wolfpack ball up by 7, 6:44 and rolling for the fourth. Both teams undefeated. NC State 4-0, ranked number 15, as high as 13 and 1 on the pole. Leslie had the ball poked out of her hand by Cook and then reached in. And a foul on Leslie of NC State. Boy, a very casual turnover you rarely see from Leslie. And that on Leslie is her 3rd. Second foul on NC State in this quarter. Michigan State has committed 3. 62-55. Can the Wolfpack withstand the challenge from the Spartans out of the Big Ten? Wheeling in Cook, got around Leslie, missed the short shot off glass. Cassell tips the rim under the baseline. Leslie has it behind the back to get past one. Splits a second defender, and McCutcheon from behind pokes the bounce away into the NC State bench. Well, Kiara Leslie, I'm not sure she knows how close she was to getting stripped twice on that approach from the backcourt to the front court. Some nifty in-traffic dribbling by Leslie. Colley is back on for Michigan State with 4 fouls. Crunch time here for the Spartans. Down by 7. Leslie out front, takes the Cassell screen, turns the corner, got the rim, and does hang with that right-handed layup. It did everything to flip on the other side of the rim, but it held. 64-55 Wolfpack. Colley enters low left, Allen backing in, turnaround jumper over Cassell. A poor shot attempt, and it's missed. Rebound Wolfpack. Here's Crutchfield into the half court for NC State. Jones passes left side, Koenig whips it in. Cassell beat the defender, rolls to the hole. Shot blocked from behind, but a foul on Cooks of Michigan State. And that happened maybe 30 feet in front of where we sit, and unless there was some lower body contact, that looked like a lot of ball. Foul though, number 2 on Sydney Cooks. And Erica Cassell, 8 points, 4 rebounds in 21 minutes. She has been a bolt of confidence today for the Pack at the line, and knocks down the first. Her career high is 11. She has 9 and 1 more free throw coming. Lead back to double digits. Certainly doesn't feel that way right now. Second free throw is made. So Cassell into double figures for NC State. The lead is 11 with 5:44 left in the fourth. 66-55 NC State. Clouden re-enters, dribbled it off her leg. It's hiked through one defender's legs and grabbed by Kayla Jones at the baseline. Turnover Michigan State. Crutchfield marches ahead, down the paint. Short pass Cassell. Goes from block to block, lost the handle, and it goes out of bounds to Michigan State. And Westmore screaming at anybody in red who will listen, whether it was Crutchfield or Cassell. They both had tuned him out. Michigan State ball and the Wolfpack turnover. 66-55 NC State. Spartans led early in the first quarter. And then NC State ripped off 14 straight to wrap up the quarter. Spartans haven't led since. Three-pointer missed by Colley. Long rebound to the pack. And now Leslie nearly carried the ball into the half court for NC State. Approaching 5 minutes to go in regulation. Koenig pivots down the right sideline, finds Leslie, nearly traveled up top, leans in down the left side, lost her balance. The ball goes out of bounds. No foul, no, just a little slippage, and a bit out of control. NC State turns it over again. And Westmore, a little beside himself, hands on his hips, and the team heads to the sideline. Another Wolfpack turnover, 15, and they're giving the Michigan State Spartans that last opening. Will they take it? 4:57 to play. Media timeout. Wolfpack by 11, 66-55. You're listening to the Wolfpack Sports Network. Pack leading by 11 over Michigan State. 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in regulation. And if NC State can put this one away and get to 5-0, they would take on George Washington tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern time. And despite a bit of sloppiness here by the Pack in terms of turnovers, 15 in the game, they have held this Michigan State team right now about 30 points below their season average. One of the top scoring teams in the country, and a three-pointer is made right on cue by Shea Collin. 66-58, a long way to go, and we see our first bit of backcourt pressure by Michigan State in the game. Weaving around the backcourt is Crutchfield. 3 defenders in the backcourt. They lob it ahead. Crutchfield over the timeline to beat the count. That was effective, though, by the Spartans. Shot clock at 15. Leslie drifting down the right sideline. Brings it back above the hash, and a short pass to Koenig. Koenig guarded by McCutcheon out near midcourt with 9. She'll drive in, nearly travel, and she did. Another Wolfpack turnover. And Westmore just kind of shrugging his shoulders at the rest of his team and his coaching staff, saying everybody out there is making mistakes. The Pack, 7 turnovers in this fourth quarter alone. It's giving life to the Spartans, down by 8. McCutcheon off the bounce, fires the 3, yes! And here is that one last run by Michigan State. Plenty of time. They trail by 5. Back-to-back threes by Colley and McCutcheon. 66-61. Pressure again in the backcourt. Broken by the Pack. And Cassell gets it to Leslie right in the lane, and she'll trot it back out front. Pitch it away to Crutchfield. Shot clock again. Down to 13 now. Crutchfield walks ahead against Colley. Still 30 feet out, bounce pass high left, Jones fakes a pass low, pivots, puts on the deck, drives in, past the sideline, and a travel on NC State's Kayla Jones. Everybody is turning the basketball over for the Wolfpack. And right now it's like NC State is hanging on for dear life, and Westmore knows it. He calls a timeout. 8 Wolfpack turnovers in 6.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. And Michigan State has possession, down by 5. And Wes Moore simply trying to reset his team, and he just needs the ball more in Ace Koenig's hands. With Crutchfield out on the floor, generally Koenig shifts to the 2 guard. But now with some pressure on the backcourt applied the last couple of times down the floor for NC State, Koenig's been more near midcourt or even in the half court. And Crutchfield has brought it across, and by the time that Koenig touches it for the first time in possessions, shot clock's been between 13 and 8. And they need her steadiness. Out of the timeout, it's Jones, it's Leslie, Cassell, Crutchfield, and Koenig. Michigan State with McCutcheon, with Gaines, with Allen, with Colley, and with Cook. No pressure for the Pack. Michigan State brings it up, down by 5. A couple of more fouls to give for the Pack. The next Michigan State foul sends NC State into the bonus. Allen outside right, whips it inside to a double team. Good handle by Gaines, puts up the shot and scores from short range in front of the rim. 66-63, Wolfpack by 3. Pressure again by Michigan State, broken. Leslie had a path to the rim from the right and declined. And back out front, now they switch with McCutcheon on her for the first time. And now Gaines is guarding Koenig. First time we've seen anybody but McCutcheon guarding Koenig. Leslie against McCutcheon, will she take her? Yes, in the right corner. And we get a blocking foul on Michigan State. Well, there's a lot more quickness with Kiara Leslie against McCutcheon getting to the rim than you have with Koenig. And that was really good recognition by Kiara Leslie. So Michigan State into the penalty, and Leslie to the free throw line. But Victoria Gaines, a bigger body over Ace Koenig. Gaines at 6'1", Koenig at 5'9". Here's Leslie, free throw, no good. Long and left. 14 and holding for Leslie, but her second straight double-double, 12 rebounds today. Second free throw also missed. Rebound jousted for, and one by Cassell on the right baseline. 2 free throws banged by Leslie, but Cassell the offensive rebound. Not many of those in this game for the Pack. Wolfpack ball, 2:45 to go, leading by 3. Leslie catch, now they shift away. Leslie short baseline jumper is good as Cook got shoved, he's gonna nudge to the ground. And Leslie knocks down the short jumper. Back by 5 with 2:33 to go. Now McCutcheon drives in hard against Koenig, moves into the lane, scoops it with the left hand just on the side of the rim, no. Rebound tap right back to her, throws out front to Gaines, lights up a 3, no good. Rebound to the sideline, and Crutchfield lets it go into the Spartan bench. And that was a good look at a 3 by the Spartans, but they missed it. Michigan State has made 8 of them tonight. NC State 7 of 20. Face guarding Koenig in the backcourt. A switch back with McCutcheon on her. Swatted pass. Koenig turns it over. McCutcheon forced the turnover. Scoop by Colley though. Got the rim. Missed it with the right hand. Wolfpack ball. Leading by 5. Leslie veering around some frantic pressure by the Spartans. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Koenig moves left. Spot up 3 over Allen. Bucket! Koenig hits another 3, her 4th of the game, and the Pack goes up by 8. Quick down-court pass is tipped away out of bounds. Looking for Allen under the rim, broken up by Cassell. And it will be Michigan State ball. Boy, the Spartans have come hard to the Pack 3 different times from 3 big deficits. When they've needed an absolute bucket, they've just missed. And when NC State has sorely needed a couple of hoops, they've gotten them tonight. Dribble drive, kick outside, 3-pointer by Cook is missed. Strong side board by McCutcheon, and reels it back out front. 1:31 to play, timeout Michigan State. NC State by 8. This has not been easy. And boy, NC State, they have given Michigan State a lot of chances here in this 4th quarter. They have taken care of the basketball about as poorly as in any quarter this year in this 4th quarter here today. The Pack for the game, 18 turnovers. Michigan State only 10. But entering this 4th quarter, NC State had 9 turnovers. So 9 in the 4th quarter alone. And that has given Michigan State some hope. But it's dwindling. Pack by 8, minute 32 to go. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You're listening to the Wolfpack Sports Network. Michigan State will throw in with 1:32 to play. And it will be Cook at the right hash, a few feet away from her head coach. Triggers it into Colley. Spartan ball down 8. They're running to play from McCutcheon, and Koenig went for the steal of pass. It got to McCutcheon. Feed right corner. Gaines for 3. Yes! Victoria Gaines, second 3 of the year. And the Spartans within 5 with 1:16 to play. 3 defenders in the backcourt for Michigan State. They're trapping Crutchfield, and we get a foul in the backcourt. The count was winding down. Foul goes on McCutcheon. And Michigan State over the limits. That was a harried attempt by the Pack to break the pressure. And it will be Crutchfield, who's 4 of 6 this year, heading to the free throw line. The sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, will step to the black free throw line and shoot 2. Pack leading by 5 with 1:13 left. First of 2. Good. So one more coming for Crutchfield. Michigan State 4 across the lane, down by 6. Deep knee bend, second free throw all net. First 2 points of the game for Crutchfield. And it's now a 3-possession spread, 73-66 NC State. Some anxious applause from head coach Westmore. Colley over the timeline, screen left, she'll take it. They're running another play from McCutcheon. Tightly guarded by Koenig. Around a screen, weaving down the lane, pitches to Gaines. 18-footer on the baseline is good. And no timeout for Susie Merchant quite yet. She's glancing the clock. She lets it go. Pressure again. Crutchfield gets it across. A touch from Cassell to Leslie. Toward the rim and got shoved from behind and spilled beyond the baseline. Leslie will shoot free throws with 52 seconds left. Foul goes on Allen, her 4th. If NC State makes free throws, they are staring at a 5-0 start ahead of George Washington tomorrow. Leslie at the line. First of 2 is good. She missed 2 straight. Leslie, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Had a 14-14 double-double on Sunday. Another big one today. Second free throw, front rim, no. Rebound Gaines. Michigan State ball down 6, 50 seconds to go. McCutcheon down the right side in the half court. Around a screen. Pass to Gaines. Moves outside left. Throws back to McCutcheon. Koenig closes. Moving right. Dribbling down the paint. Has a step. Scoop layup is good with the right hand by McCutcheon. And no timeout taken by Michigan State. It's a 4-point game. Crutchfield in the backcourt. Passes ahead to Cassell. Now it's in Kayla Jones' hands. Jones around Allen to the foul line. Throws back outside. Offensive foul as Jones made the pass. 25 seconds left. Michigan State length of the floor in a 10th Wolfpack turnover in the quarter. And now we do get a timeout taken by Susie Merchant in Michigan State. Well, again, an unnecessary dribble drive across there by Kayla Jones. Westmore unhappy with the call. And Lindsay Edmonds kind of taps Westmore back into the huddle saying, let's not get anything silly here. A technical foul would change this game in a major way, but Westmore has his emotions in check. And this will be a full timeout by the Spartans. Michigan State finished 9th in the Big Ten last year at 7-9. Went on to the 3rd round of the WNIT. They graduated 4. It's a pretty young team, just 1 senior. And we've seen already what one of their freshmen, what her future looks like, in Nia Clouded. 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year from the state of Maryland, out recruiting Brenda Freeze, the Maryland Terrapins, now in the Big Ten for her services. So Michigan State off to a very good start. NC State will see another Big Ten team coming up at Reynolds Coliseum a week from tonight, part of the ACC Big Ten Challenge. They get the media number 3 pick in the Big Ten this year. The Michigan Wolverines will come in to Raleigh, North Carolina next week. When you look at the Big Ten so far in the non-conference, almost everybody in the league is undefeated. 12 of the 15 Big Ten teams are unbeaten for the first couple of weeks of the regular season. But Maryland is the almost unanimous pick to win the Big Ten. Iowa second, and then Michigan. But Michigan State trying to make a climb up from 9th a year ago with a younger team and giving a top 15 team, everything at once here today. McCutcheon gets into Allen, steps into a three from the right, no good. All air, weak side rebound, McCutcheon, 17 seconds left, feeds down low, Gaines makes the layup. It's a 2-point game, 74-72, timeout NC State with 15 seconds left. Allen was the right player to shoot the three as far as NC State's defense is concerned. They covered up McCutcheon, took care of her. They had a face guard on Gaines as well, but Allen stepped out, had an open look, but NC State sagged off a bit, did close on the release, but it was such a bad miss, it banged off the glass, other side of the rim, and then a touch pass went inside, and the bucket from Gaines. 15 seconds left now with the new rule implemented a couple of years ago. You can advance the ball in a timeout, and that's what Westmore will do. So this will negate the press by Michigan State, and the Pack will have it in the half court. Michigan State again is already into the penalty in fouls. So Leslie will throw in at the right hash for the Pack. Kayla Jones in the right elbow, Crutchfield on the left, and on the blocks, Cassell and Koenig. And they'll certainly run something to get the ball in either Crutchfield or Koenig's hands. And Leslie, a hard ball fake, throws into the corner. Cassell, pass knocked away. It's loose. Cassell will save it. She gets stripped. A foul on Michigan State with 11 seconds left, and Allen is fouled out of the game. Oh, that was almost a fatal mistake by the Pack because the pass on really a give and go out of the corner from Cassell to Leslie was broken up, and Michigan State almost had the steal. Instead, on the scramble, Cassell kept it alive and then got fouled in a loose ball by Allen. Tough break for Jenna Allen, but she's gone. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And now Cassell to the free throw line for the Pack. If she makes a pair, you don't want to say it's over. It's maybe almost over, but free throw shooting has not been the forte of the Pack. Here's the first and 2. It's good. Cassell matches a career high with that one. Sydney Cooks is in for Michigan State. The freshman Clouden checks out. And Jones leaves for the Pack. Grace Hunter is back in. Haven't seen Hunter in a long time with all those turnovers she committed. This is a big free throw for the Pack. Here it is for Cassell. It's a career high 12 and a make for Cassell and a 4-point game for NC State with 11 seconds left. Timeout on the floor. Oh, those are 2 big free throws from Cassell in what has been her biggest game of her career. Westmore calls the timeout. It's a 30. Well, those are vital free throws by Cassell. 4 out of 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line, 5 rebounds. And now Dee Dee Rodgers will check in. I think Cassell is coming out. Now Michigan State, since they did not call this timeout, cannot advance the basketball. So we'll see what Westmore is designing here out of this timeout, knowing he will be defending length of the floor. Certainly you probably want to put 1 or 2 in the backcourt. We'll see what he wants to do. Are they trying to take some time off the clock or not here? And right now it looks like NC State will just set up in the half court. So Michigan State will throw in length of the floor. Well, now Koenig comes to face guard McCutcheon in the backcourt. And now Grace Hunter jogs into the backcourt as well. So they will try to slow things down a bit. And McCutcheon comes to it south of the foul line. She'll run it up across timeline with 9. Moving on Koenig to left with 7. Still shaking. Top of the lane. Throws to Gaines with 3 seconds. With 2 in the lane. Runner with the right hand. Banked in with a second and a half left. It's a 76-74 Wolfpack lead. Crutchfield gets it into Hunter and she's fouled. 1.5 second left. 76-74 NC State. So Gaines made the bucket, but the Wolfpack made the Spartans work. And it took about 10 full seconds off the clock as the bucket was made. And now one of the officials heads to the scorer's desk. Is this a question for the clock operator? Possibly. Hunter is at the line. All of her teammates are behind her. And they've added 0.3 of a second to the clock, so 0.8 is now on the clock. Hunter at the line. She makes 2. It's over. First of 2, Rimin Gould. 15 for Hunter. 3-point game. Westmore tells his team no fouls. Get out of the way. This would ice it. Free throw Hunter. Good. 78-74 NC State. Spartans throw in a three-quarter court shot from McCutcheon, all air, and NC State hangs on. 78-74 final. The Wolfpack take down Michigan State. And the Pack to 5-0, and they will play for a bracket Cancun Challenge Championship tomorrow at 4 o'clock against George Washington. Final score, NC State 78, Michigan State 74. Westmore will have a lot to say about this game when we come back. Adversity handled by the Pack. And they're now 5-0, 4-point winners over Michigan State. 78-74, post-game show is next on the Wolfpack Sports Network.